Last year, I was living paycheck to paycheck with just $47 in my savings account. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I saved $10,000 in 12 months without making six figures or living on ramen noodles. And before you think this is some get-rich-quick scheme, let me be clear, this took discipline, but it's 100% doable for anyone. Welcome back to Cashflow Kingdom, where we break down personal finance in a way that actually makes sense. I'm here to help you build wealth one smart decision at a time. In today's video, I'm sharing the exact step-by-step system I used to save my first $10,000, plus the biggest mistakes I made along the way so you can avoid them. Let's start with the brutal truth. To save $10,000 in 12 months, you need to save $833 per month, or about $27 per day. I know that sounds impossible right now, but stick with me. The key is breaking it down into smaller, manageable chunks. Some months you might save $600, others you might save $1,200. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to average out. The biggest mindset shift I had to make was treating my savings like a non-negotiable bill. Just like you wouldn't skip your rent payment, you can't skip paying yourself first. This isn't about depriving yourself of everything fun, it's about being intentional with your money and making every dollar count. Before you can save a dime, you need to know exactly how much money is coming in. I'm talking about every source: your main job, side hustles, freelance work, that $20 your grandma sends for your birthday, everything. Write it all down. For most people, this step reveals they're making more than they thought. But here's the kicker: if your income isn't enough to save $833 per month after basic expenses, we need to talk about increasing it. This could mean asking for a raise, starting a side hustle, or selling things you don't need. I started driving for a food delivery app 2 nights a week, which added an extra $400 per month. That alone covered half my savings goal. Remember, this is temporary, you're not doing this forever, just for 12 months to reach your goal. Now comes the part everyone loves to hate: cutting expenses. But I'm not going to tell you to give up your daily coffee or never eat out again. That's not sustainable. Instead, we're going to find the fat in your budget and trim it strategically. Start by listing every single expense from the past 3 months. I mean everything: subscriptions, impulse purchases, that random $15 charge you can't remember. You'll be shocked at what you find. I discovered I was paying for 3 different streaming services I barely used, a gym membership I forgot about, and spending $200 a month on takeout because I was too tired to cook. By cutting just the stuff I didn't really value, I freed up $300 per month. The key is being ruthless with things that don't bring you joy, but keeping the expenses that truly matter to you. If these strategies are helping you see a path to your first $10,000, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We drop new money tips every Tuesday that'll keep you on track toward your financial goals. Here's where most people mess up: they try to save whatever's left at the end of the month. Spoiler alert, there's never anything left. Instead, I used a modified version of the 50-30-20 rule. Normally it's 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings. But to hit my $10,000 goal, I flipped it temporarily to 50% needs, 20% wants, and 30% savings. Yes, it required some lifestyle adjustments, but it was only for 1 year. I automated everything. The day my paycheck hit, $833 automatically transferred to my high-yield savings account. I treated it like it never existed in my checking account. This removed the temptation to spend it and made saving completely automatic. If you can't do 30% right away, start with 15% and increase it by 5% every few months. Let's be real, sometimes cutting expenses isn't enough. You need to make more money. But I'm not talking about starting the next Amazon here. I'm talking about simple, immediate ways to boost your income. I sold everything I didn't use on Facebook Marketplace and made $800 in the first month. I offered to pet sit for neighbors when they traveled, easy $50 to $100 per weekend. I even started a small Etsy shop selling digital planners, which brought in an extra $200 per month after it got going. The beauty of side hustles for saving is that this money feels extra, so it's easier to put it straight into savings rather than spend it. Pick something that matches your schedule and skills. Even an extra $200 per month gets you almost 25% closer to your goal. And remember, this doesn't have to be forever, just long enough to hit your savings target. Around month 6, I hit a wall. I was tired of saying no to things, tired of being so strict with my budget, and honestly questioning if it was worth it. This is where most people quit. Here's what kept me going. I created a visual tracker where I could see my progress every single day. I also reminded myself constantly why I was doing this. For me, it was building an emergency fund so I'd never feel financially helpless again. Whatever your why is, write it down and look at it when motivation gets low. I also celebrated small wins along the way, hitting $2,500, then $5,000, then $7,500. Each milestone felt like a huge victory. And here's something important: this information is for educational purposes only and shouldn't be